Hey guys, welcome to the week 4 guitar workout. In this one, we're going to concentrate on cross picking, kind of arpeggiated picking across strings while you're holding a specific chord shape. It's a thing that a lot of people have trouble developing. And what this exercise can do, I'm kind of saving you from the last ones, which are so unmusical that sometimes are hard to really practice over and over again. So this one, we got some nice chords going, and you can just practice them in a loop. And it's going to really, you want to keep your wrist loose and really kind of focus on being relaxed and seeing how long you can get it going just in a perpetual loop for a few minutes and really work out that wrist. And it's got some good chord workout here too. All right, so let's start here. The number one rule for this, by the way, before you hit this, you want to grab the tab. And this tab will also have the picking indications. But there's one simple rule with the picking. Always pick in the direction of the next string that you're going to hit. That's going to be the most economical way to play across strings. And that's what I'm doing throughout this entire little exercise. All right, let's get to it. Now I'm going to start by holding this little 2nd fret on the G, 5th fret on the B string. A little bit of a stretch. And now we get to the pattern. So there's 3 patterns in this whole thing. The first one is going to be this: a downstroke on the A string, then a downstroke on the G, then an upstroke on the B, then a downstroke on the G. So far we got. Then we put that downstroke on the G because the next note we're going to hit is the string we're going to hit is the B. And then come over and pick the upstroke on the high E string. Then that takes us to the 2nd string with an upstroke, and then the 3rd string with an upstroke. So all together. Alright, so I just changed the notes on the G string while I'm doing that. Pick each one of them twice. Then I move my pinky to my 3rd finger to the 5th fret on the G. Let all these notes ring out as long as possible. Then the 4th fret on the G. Then the G string open. So all together. Now we're going to change the pattern and the chord. So we're going to take your pinky, move down to the 3rd fret on that B string. Come over and grab the 1st fret with your index finger on the 6th string. And your 2nd finger is play the 2nd fret on the G string. Creates a really cool sounding chord. So we have, now the picking pattern with this one is going to be different. We're going to work on some string skipping here. So this one will also be repeated a couple times. You're going to start with this on the low 6th string, and then just a downstroke, and then an upstroke on the D string. All right, then you're going to do the same thing starting from the 5th string, and the upstroke is going to be on the G. So you're skipping a string there again. Then we're going to be on the D string, and then the next. That's the 4th string. You can hit the 2nd string next with an upstroke. Then the open G with a downstroke. The open G, sorry, 2nd fret there. And then an open E with an upstroke. So we're always still picking in the direction of the next string we're going to pick, but we're skipping strings as we go across. All right, we're going to come back down. This is going to be a little bit easier. We're just going to pick 2 strings. We're not going to be skipping strings so much. We will when we change in patterns, but you look at it as like the B string with a downstroke, and then the high E string with an upstroke. Then the same thing started from the 3rd string, then the 4th, and the 5th. So Alright, so that really gets your hand skipping some strings both up and back down. Alright, then we're going to just take it to a simple A minor chord. we're going to pick across strings this time. So straight across, which is a feel you got to get used to as well. So the pattern here is you're going to pick the bass string is the only thing that's going to change. It's going to be 4 downstrokes followed by 4 upstrokes every time. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I'm picking across from the 5th string all the way to the 2nd string with a downstroke, and then starting on the 1st string across to the 4th string with an upstrokes. So if you picked across that twice, pick up your 1st finger, make that string open, and put your pinky at the 3rd fret on the G. Now the 1st note, just the low note, instead of starting on the open A, replace that note with a G, and then pick all the other strings the same. So the root note, the bass note, was only just moved from the A string to the E string. Then we're going to play your 1st finger at the 1st fret now. Keep the 2 fingers there that you got already. And if you want, just add your 3rd finger here on the, at the 3rd fret, your pinky, on the B string. And then we're just going to still do the same picking there. Then we're going to just pick up the 2 outside fingers, the 1st and the pinky, and pick the low E string. Just keep those same 2 fingers there, and then just move the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the G down to the 1st fret. All right, so we got and then I would just start over. With the 1st picking pattern. And so on. So just repeat the entire exercise through those three patterns. Takes you all the way from string skipping to string crossing to playing a pattern that goes up and down. So anyway, it'll wear out your wrist, but just keep it loose and focus on staying relaxed in your picking hand. All right? I'll see you next week for the next workout. Bye-bye.